Hello, my name is Crystal Williams, and I will be discussing a section in Chapter 14 about minority and dominant groups. Now, there was an example in the textbook of how Black Americans are still experiencing prejudice, racism, and discrimination in this country. Even though the author has said it has decreased or softened a little bit, I feel like it hasn't softened at all and that it still exists. 3 weeks ago, I first saw on social media, specifically on TikTok, that throughout the nation, Black Americans were receiving racist text messages telling people who received the test that they have been so-called selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Now, this extremely is disturbing, to say the least, and the fact that it was sent out randomly to college students, high schoolers, and middle schoolers who are Black is just very concerning. The news outlet talked about it for at least a day, but after that, I haven't heard anything else. No one called out the blatant racism that happened to these adults and children. And the fact that this was a group or anonymous person who was able to send these texts specifically to Black people is so nerve-wracking. I just think it's crazy that this type of information is just out there and that it can be weaponized as a scare tactic to cause Black people to be afraid and fear for their lives. Sadly, it feels like this behavior of aggressive racism is only going to increase, and that this is just not being talked about or just not taken seriously. And it's just so unfortunate that Black Americans are still enduring all of this prejudice, racism, especially in the year of 2024.